space is limited to a particularly small balcony, do not fret. Jackie joins us again, this time with amazing hacks to give you a luxurious balcony oasis. Hey, Jax.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Listen, it is great to see you, and I love the space that you're in. So there are possibilities, even if you have a small balcony space, right?
Almost definitely. Just because the space is small, Tracy, doesn't mean that it can't be big on style. And I think I never worry about the square footage of any space. I always think about how do you lay it out. Now, one of the things you have to think about, though, with a balcony is that it often has a concrete floor. And you can certainly add outdoor rugs, even though you are usually covered. But I thought it would be fun to do these snap tiles from IKEA. And these are really great because all you need to do, literally, is snap them together. You can do any size you want. You buy the amount that you need. They really easily snap together. They come in different colors as well. And I thought it would be funny to tell you that these have actually been repurposed from my trailer days. Remember when I had my trailer and I did an outdoor living area?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally gave a whole bunch of really dirty tiles to my son. He scrubbed them off in the bathtub in his condo. And I said, you can use these. You can make these work. So you can see that repurposing something like this is a really great idea.
Good stuff and very good mom move. I love that. Very nice. And nobody wants to walk on a cold concrete balcony. So that's lovely. Now, you have a lot of patio furniture options as well for this small space. So walk us through that.
Okay, so you always have to think about how you're going to use your space. Now, in this case, 2 chairs and a table was absolutely perfect and pretty well used a good portion of this balcony area. Think about adding color, add a vibe, create a feel to your space. So really fun decorative pillows. They're like in this case, we did lots of palm leaves to really bring the garden feel home. I think that's really important. And also, if you can, think about adding other surfaces. Now, on the balcony edge, right on the railing, you can get these really great little tabletops. So this one I got from Wayfair, and it can be moved up and down, but it's a great surface for holding a drink, putting some lights on it, maybe even having a dinner, because it's pretty sturdy and it's fairly deep enough into your space without taking a lot of the space. So having something like that is a great thing to think about, as well as think about things that add storage and things can also be stacked.
Listen, I love that. I love that little addition and the fact that you can find all of these products now online. And I just want to mention to the viewers who might be thinking, is Jackie potentially being attacked by a monster? No, that is noise outside of the condo. There's construction going on. There is a loud elevator. So folks, we're working with what we can deal with. It is that work from home life. So thank you for putting up with it, Jax. Let's talk a little bit about gardening on your balcony, because that's an important sort of softscape to the space.
Oh, most definitely. And it's so funny that you say that about the noise, because I live in the country now. So listening to all this construction in this concrete jungle that I've been in, it's been really crazy. So I do apologize for the noise. But even more importantly, you definitely need a garden when you're listening to this kind of noise, just to kind of take your head out of it. But these stackable containers are amazing because you can basically build a vertical garden. And my son loves to garden, so he's got vegetables and herbs, and we even threw in some trailing vines, which I really wanted to say is super important, because once you have harvested all of your vegetables and your herbs and the season's done, you can add in mums or pumpkins or even some seasonal holiday vibes, using a lot of the greenery, because you're in a sheltered area on a balcony. And another thing to think about is a lot of people who do live in the city often will go to cottages or leave the city during the weekends. So there's some really great products like this, which I got from Sheridan Nursery. You basically put this in your watering can, fill it with water, and it siphons up the water through. You pop it into one of your plants, and it's going to keep all of your plants really well watered. It comes in sets of 2 or 3, so it's a really great thing to think of when you are trying to garden in the city, but you leave the city sometimes.
That's a really good device there, really helpful. The other thing I think probably a lot of us need to think about in a balcony space is lighting, but it might not be the first thing that comes to mind. So what have you got for lighting options?
Well, it's so funny because my son loves all kinds of lights. He uses particularly the strip LED light, and they really are easy to apply. He's run it right around the perimeter of his balcony. and they usually come on remotes. So he can change the color. And again, it's kind of fun during the season where at nighttime you can change it to the greens or to the reds, again, depending on the season, or just literally have it continue on a rotation of lots of color. But there's other things that you can also add. And it's all part of creating kind of a garden oasis in the middle of the city. So think about battery operated lights as well as solar operated. And it's a really, really pretty way to add a little bit of just a nice vibe to your space.
Love it. It really does. It's a mood, right? So last but not least.
Salton is a company that does a lot of appliances, and I discovered this and was so delighted. This is a little electric unit that helps you create the feeling of a campfire vibe using s'mores or making s'mores. So I think it's a really fun thing to think about when you're trying to create that wonderful vibe on your balcony in the concrete jungle.
That's right. Jax, listen, these are great ideas, and I love the s'mores idea, and your son's really lucky to have you. My goodness, having a designer as a mommy is such a good thing. Jackie, thank you.
You're welcome.
For more information on creating your own balcony oasis, just go to our website, cityline.tv.